Streaming, and let's see. Let's get this picture up. Give me picture up. Give me picture up. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, cool. And give me the link. Give me that hot, sweet, sweet link. And I'm gonna put everyone modeling Berlin day 1 of 7. Boom. And yes, I'm also gonna put this in Twitter because I haven't been doing enough Twitter promotion stuff. Modeling Berlin for my spy simulator. Cheers, little beers, cheers. Boom. All right, tweetsy, tweetsy. Yes'm. Okay. Let's see. So we have. Oh, you know what? I need to pop out the chat. Is chat already here? Okay, good. Let's see. Pop out the chat and squeeze you in down here. All right. So we have a little list in front of us today. Berlin, 8th through the 14th. So today is the 8th, right? Unless I'm totally fucking that up. It is the 8th. Great. Which means I'll be doing the Sky Needle, and the train. So I'm gonna hop over to this spreadsheet where I have that stuff. And let's see, what's this? I have a YouTube video that will show me that, let me see, my reference, show more, 1960s, and we have this Central Berlin video. Okay, so this is what I want. This train right here. And this train station. Actually, not really the train station, but I'm gonna be modeling the train today. What we could do is probably Getty, I think, is gonna be a pretty reliable one. Might go to Splash Images, but let's search 1960s Berlin train. Okay, how about German train? Not super reliable. Oh, editorial maybe? Let's see if Berlin. Here we go. Nice. I forget you have to go to editorial. Okay. Let's see. This is a good one. This is a good one. It's gonna be like a hodgepodge of different ones. Here's the actual train station that I would love. The train station, Zoologische Garten. I could take this one. You know, I am gonna open up this one just in case there are some good references in here. I'm actually surprised I didn't grab references. Did I? I don't think I did, huh? General reference, streets, park, street lamp, hotel. Yeah, I guess I kind of missed that one. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. This is a good one. Let's see. Maybe here. Okay. And the thing is, the train is just for show. So, I really don't have to do too much. I don't have to worry about too much. It's just the exterior of it. And it's gonna be kind of like out of reach too. Got this one, this one. This one's really fucked up. I wish there was more of this. And it says zoology. That one. Okay. And this one. So perhaps I could search this and search train 1960s and see what we get. Not too much, not too much. Zoo station. Okay. All right, so it sounds like we're just gonna be eyeballing this thing. I do like this one the most, even though I'm not sure it's terribly accurate. It looks like these little squished ones are more accurate, like this one. Open image, new tab, search Google for image. I hate having to go through this whole thing just to get, there we go. Let's see. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I'm totally gonna be winging this one. So here is Berlin. These are all the older prototype assets. So I think, let's see. These will be the train cars that are going by. And you know what we need to do is we need to bring in, let's see, file, append, and we're gonna pop in one of our boys from Paris. So objects, and then search stickman01. Okay, and we're gonna put him right here. Shift S8. Okay. Oh, you know what sucks is his material didn't come with him. Oh, wait. We just didn't turn this on. There we go. Okay. Good to know. So, let's see. There he is. And these trains are way too big. This kind of makes me wonder. Hold on. Shift S8. Okay, so that's all good. His scale is mostly correct. But up here, I just didn't size these out nearly as accurately. So these trains definitely need to be scaled down. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna delete these. Okay. And we're just gonna pop in a cube. And let's see. Let's do it like this. And how wide are these trains? I'm gonna kind of put this like this, space that, minimize this. Okay. Minguru-san, oh hello, have you finished Paris? I have. It doesn't look totally finished when you go to it, but that's only because I model everything first. But anything that gets duplicated, you know, like trees, chairs, you know, a lot like doors and stuff like that. But even more importantly, like apartment buildings and stuff, I only make one of them. And then I bring them into Unity because in Unity, I turn them into prefab since they have like functions and stuff like that. So like the apartment complexes in Paris right now, there's only one floor. And then I made a roof. And that way I could bring it into Unity and duplicate the apartment rooms. So there's like, you know, there's gonna be 8 rooms or whatever. But since they're programmed and stuff, you know, like I have to say which NPC lives there. You know, the doors have functionality, so it's like they open and close, windows open and close and stuff, the stoves and all that stuff. I only want to program it once and then turn it into a prefab and then just duplicate it in Unity. So it's a little cleaner way of working. But also at the end of this month, I have some stuff to touch up on. So it looks like a person is about, maybe these things are about a person and a half. So if I move our guy like this, let's see, Z, Y, like this, and put him right here. This looks really silly, but let's see if I kind of make it like just a little bit more like that. That's about how big the train should be. What about the skybox? I want to know the weather in your Paris. So I haven't made the skybox yet. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do my weather system just yet, but I do have this one. You know, I rarely ever use any assets, but I do have an asset for weather that actually seems okay. As long as it isn't too processor heavy or GPU intensive, it'll probably be what I end up using. But the weather will be sort of, it'll flux, you know, it'll change. And one train car. So the other thing is it's about as tall as a person plus another, like a person and a half. So if I put this dude here, Frank Reynolds, how's it going? How you doing, Frank? I am finally getting to Berlin, and I'm a little intimidated. I'm already feeling like shit. I didn't even have these train references and stuff, but I think I'm doing okay. Okay, this box is looking good. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? How is everybody today? Okay, so two things. Just in case the player ends up over here. Like, I don't want to give crazy functionality to these trains and everything. But how can I future-proof this just in case I ever want to give it a little something? I'm not going to model the interiors or anything like that, but how can I future-proof it a little bit? Maybe, like, for example, I'll take this thing. And I'm going to take these edges. I've always hated this when it gives you tries. I think like Unity does this. They give you these like tries by default. And then I just like to, let's see. What is it? Dissolve edges. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so now it's just a proper box. Did I get this side too? Missed this one. Oops. Dissolve edges. There we go. Wir haben es nach Berlin geschafft. Nett. Wir haben es nach Berlin geschafft. We have what? We have also, now we also have Berlin geschafft. Now we're also making Berlin geschafft. Nett. Neat. Nice. Cool. Nice. Nett. What was I gonna do? Oh, right. So I was gonna say, you could take this thing, and I kind of bring it back this way. Oh shit! Hold up! Look at all these other things that are linked to it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the answer here is Shift D, duplicate it, and then just move it over to the side a little bit. Grab that and delete it. There we go. And now it's its own thing. We've made it to Berlin. Nice. Nice. We've made it. I was close. Now we're making Berlin. Now we've made it to Berlin. God, I can't wait to start laying in some textures and stuff. Today we have a low bar to hit today because we just got Sky Needle and the train. It's a low bar, but that's only because I got my booster shot today. I'm a Pfizer fuckboy. Got my my COVID booster. So I didn't go to the gym, and I'm feeling okay right now. Maybe a little tired, maybe, but I'm feeling okay. But I just kind of that lines up nicely to have a low threshold to go through today, but also because I'm doing more Playmaker work this week, and yeah. So that's why we're starting late too, is because I only have a little bit. But what I was gonna say is, now that I have this duplicate, I can move this wall to like right here, and then let's see, maybe I can even do like this, create a loop like this, maybe put it right here, and then Alt H3, grab this, extrude. Okay, and then that's kind of like, that's the little space that the train sits in, right? And then I could take this train. You know what I need though? I need give me wireframe. There we go. Darauf habe ich gewartet. Darauf habe ich gewartet. Ich liebe Deutschland. Ich liebe Deutschland als? Is that? Or auch. Ich liebe Deutschland auch. Or auch. I forget where you put auch. You put it in there somewhere. Darauf habe ich gewartet. I don't know what that is. Darauf habe ich gewartet. Darauf. Stumped me. Don't know. Okay, so I want to put this bottom part. Let's see. Like, I could probably just put like a little ring around here. Maybe like that. 3, grab that. And then I think you like Alt-E along normals and then individual. Oh wait, no, that doesn't quite work. I guess that's okay. Let's try this. Alt-E. Or rather, do this like that. And then scale. Like that. It's kind of hard to say. That's weird how it pushes it out like that. No, that ain't right either. I'm gonna just do extrude along normals, and then maybe this will work. No. So instead, what I want to do is get these faces and I guess just move them down. Maybe bevel them a little bit. There we go. That's okay. Yeah, just to have some shape to it. And then I guess I could take this one as well and bevel it like that. And then bring it all down. Scale on Z. Yeah. There, that gives a nice little shape. It's kind of like, because it just adds this little bumper car part to it that's at the bottom. There's like these little bumpers on it. Oh, and you know what I'm kind of forgetting is that, like, what is the actual length of a single car? Let's take a look at... I'm going to close some of this. Don't need this one. Don't need this one. Don't really need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need... I'll keep that. Don't need that. But this one. This is like the main one that I'm going for. I should be modeling a pretty simple train here. How many? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I guess we should be counting in German, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Was it only 14 in here? So if you put 14 people side by side, like this, am I in? Oh, you know what? Also, I'm gonna go to UV editing because this is my preferred workspace. Stickman, go into object mode. There we go, and then hop over to this. And I need to put on wireframe again. There we go. Got a DNA test. 37% Germanic, 30% Northwestern European, 19% Scandinavian, 12% Scottish, and 2% Welsh. I'm a Heinz 57. That's good. Nice. Yeah, the DNA shit is so wild. I sometimes I check up on the updates, but I'm still just fucking whatever, like 40% from Durango, Mexico. I don't like how. Oh, you know why? Because there we go. That's what I was looking for. So if I take this guy and I say that's 1, 2, these are going to be long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jesus Christ. 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's just say like right up there, because that's already getting so fucking long. That's how long their trains were? Am I like not seeing something here? Doesn't that look like one big train? It is, right? Huh. They're very long. Oops, fuck. Yeah, they're pretty long. Okay. I'm just surprised because like the thing that comes to mind is like, well, what do you do about corners? Like there's basically, you can't go around any fucking corner. Whatever it is. I love that train station. Lighting that would be so much fun, for real. Oh, this one, the picture on the left. This one would be nice because look at all this, whatever that, the sort of half opaque, sort of the super soft lighting that looks so nice. So our thing needs to stretch out way over here. I'm grabbing all that and putting it right there. Okay, that's about as long as it needs to be. Okay, that seems about right. And then, is there anything else I can kind of take from this? It's just so, there's not enough detail in this, and I don't think there's any detail the further you go along. Maybe you can search like 1960s Berlin train. I mean, this is the one, right? Oh, there's a little bit more. This is like a more fleshed out one. Okay. Yeah, the bends are super big. You can't go around tight corners. And then here's that same clip, just not tree. Oh, actually, it's not the same clip. Interessant. Okay. Missing anything else? Driving, East Berlin, S-Bahn. Ah. Some of these are in the 80s. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get too caught up in that. Let's just go back to this one. And go home, 1, 2, stop. All right. I need to figure out how to mimic that photo filter, that vintage feel. I want it and I will have it. Oh yeah, man. It's a whole thing. I may have talked a little bit about, I don't know. Oops, 1 second. My mom was calling. Okay, sorry about that. My dad used to buy his hash in Berlin back in the 80s. Rusty Chicken, what's up? Hey buddy, I'm sending you guy your way. I sent him to Discord, but he has Playmaker questions about touch controls. Oh, I'm the wrong guy to ask, but maybe I'll be the right guy to ask like a couple months from now. But I'll see what I can do. AZ1 says, hi, what's up, AZ1? How's it going? How are you doing? What brings you here, AZ1? Okay, so the first thing that also is standing out to me is that these are kind of wide. They're sort of wide trains. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of that. And It's also kind of split into two parts. There's like, well, I guess that's just the paint job, right? But we can give it this roof part too. Kind of has a beveled roof. So I'll do an inner one and I'll bring it up. And maybe a little bit less than that. We'll grab the edges. This one. Okay, and then we can bevel them. Oops. Control B. And we'll add like 2 of those. Okay. And then these front faces right here. Let me see. Great, almost done with the Armstrong on classes now. That's him. Oh, okay. AZ1. Rusty Chicken just told me about you. I'm good. How about you? That'll be a shitload of fun, Rusty. Rusty asked me to see your content. Right on. Well, he's brought you to the right place for learning materials and fun and good times. However, I can't say I'm the best person to ask about touch controls. It's something I haven't even tried right now, but I have talked about it with Alex to do tutorials on touch controls. It's definitely something we've seen requested a lot. So I think in the coming months, maybe at the top of January or something like that. I don't know. Maybe even if I talk to him tomorrow, we could start talking about this. But I need to start learning it. And so the plan is he's just going to give me a crash course. And from what I understand, it's a pretty straightforward process. And it's just, that's our process. He teaches me something super quick, and then I go and I crank out a tutorial for it. So I don't know what your timeline looks like, but we don't have something very definitive as far as when touch controls tutorials will come out. And you're probably not going to see it this month at least. Dude, I'm having a blast. Great. Cool. Cause, modeling trains, man. Like I was saying yesterday, like this is the natural sort of evolution of the nerd modeling trains, So let's see, we do Shift H. And, but what sort of stuff are you trying to do, AZ1? What kind of stuff are you doing right now? Are you already familiar with Playmaker in general? So I'm going to cut down the middle, and then I'm going to cut down the middle. Oh, no, you know what? I'll take that back. I'm going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units away from the edge. And then same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does that look different though? That's definitely a different measurement now. This is just the most reliable way to do it, is to just cut halves like this and then get rid of that center seam. Or even just take this seam and then use scale on X, and somewhere right about, maybe right about there. That's actually fine. It was probably really close. And oops, put one right here and one right before I even put that one in. Actually, let's see what our guy looks like next to it. Put him here, and from the picture it kind of looks like if you were standing next to it, it would be just below your chest, just below your man nips. Bahahaha, nerd trains, damn autocorrect. Dusty Wee, how's it going? How you doing, Dusty Wee? AZ1 says, I'm pursuing game design, so I have no idea about coding, but learning Playmaker right now, and it's actually helping me. Right fucking on. I saw somebody in the official Hutong Playmaker Discord today say, like, they couldn't get one thing right. And they're having a really hard time articulating themselves as to, like, what the problem even was. Or I don't know if they're having a hard time, but me and Broken were like, okay, so what's the problem? Show us, what you're doing. And the thing that stood out to me is they said, like, I don't know, they said, like, I feel like I bought a $65 lie or something like that. They're like, it's supposed to make it easier. And they were just looking for the action browser, you know? And so when somebody goes like, I can't find the action browser, so I must have been ripped off, $65, what a lie. You know, it's really hard to contain yourself and be like, well, have you taken a fucking tutorial? You know? Anyways, that just came up right now because I was just thinking about when you start using Playmaker and stuff. For me, it was fucking. I'm glad to hear AZ1 that you're doing well with it, because there's a lot of people out there where you just like, holy shit, man! Like any easier, and you're not even making the game yourself, you know. So okay, what did I say at the chest? I'm gonna cut like right here. Cool. And then there's 3 windows, so I'll take, you could take this one and make it into one like that. And so there's that one. And then these ones, you can go like that. But then you grab all this, maybe even like this. And can you just try to figure out what the move is here? Because maybe you don't give them windows first. Maybe the move is you grab these pieces and then you move it forward. Yeah, you kind of give it that little indentation. Okay. And then you give it the windows. Like this, and then this one, like that. Cool. Hey Frank, down for a play testing of a game. Playmaker eventually taught me how to actually code for real. It's all syntax after you all understand the concepts. Sure thing, Rusty. Oh, you know, another thing is they have this little sign on top of it. I wonder how much of this texture I can yoink a doink. Could probably, let's see. Search Google for image, and then all sizes, and select this and put this thing right here. Just the train. See if it gives me the model. 47 BR 477 mod N. Ah, man, we're getting real fucking model train nerd now. I genuinely did not anticipate this. I should have, but I genuinely did not anticipate searching hyper-specific model numbers of trains. Here we go. The BR477 mod N. Nice. Oh look, somebody already like modeled it. Can you just do 477 mod N? Shit. Marktübersicht? Ooh, some of these are getting real close. Berlin suburban train. Okay, so there's like this train is like a known thing. Shadows Light says, "Hey Steve, I see you starting off a new place now." Oh yeah. We're in Berlin now. Woot woot, as Frank says. Yeah. So I gotta get this train all wrapped up. What is this? Can you just search the Berliner S-Bahn? Is Schreiberbogen Kartenmodelbau? That's like the model maker, right? S-Bahn. Is that all I search? Because I feel like if I search the S-Bahn, it's going to give me the modern version of whatever that's like a railroad, right? Let's see. Berliner S-Bahn. Yeah, that's just the system. Okay, so what if I search vintage S-Bahn? I'm searching. I keep searching Bon like Vietnamese Bon. Gotta search the German Bon. Which also makes me think that you could probably go over to here and search. Let's see. Okay, Steven, gonna run back to my stuff but AZ1 was in another friend server with Playmaker issues, so I figured we'd escort him over here and make him feel included. Right on. Yeah. Well, welcome, AZ1, if you're still there. Berlin, Espon, 1960s, and editorial. Not so much. Nope. That's okay. It is kind of a fuck. It's kind of a fuck. I don't know where I'm gonna get this this texture from. Berlin BR 480. Is that the one? That seems too modern. The one that seems okay is, let's see. It's crazy because there's somebody's made one of those paper cutout versions. And there it was, you know? Like which one was it? If I go back, maybe. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna keep modeling it for now then. It's crazy. Sharper card modeling. I want this texture. What's really funny too is that this is like the cardboard cutout version is totally what I would want right now. Because if I could just get like the picture of it that somebody's putting on paper, that's essentially what I'm doing with my like low poly version of it, you know? Like, okay, it already even has my geometry set up for me. Let's see. The ES165. Let's try that. Berlin. Images. There we go. Nice. Found it. The ES165. Very cool, very cool. Does somebody have a texture of this? Okay, I'll look for textures and stuff later. Let me finish modeling this bad boy. All right. So, what do the sides look like? Is this how tiny the images are? Ah, damn. It's really frustrating finding references for this. Ah, here's a good one. Maybe. 800. Cool. Let's see it. Trailer car, power car. Okay, so it needs a power car and a trailer car. What is the difference between the two? Train features trailer cars created from the original delivered control cars, same front, but removed controlled cab. Wow, that's exactly what I wanted to know. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Where is this used? What is going on here? Should I just get this fucking thing? Can I download this right now? I can. What the fuck? Oh, it's used for cities and skylines. What is this download? Oh my god, that's so funny. That is so funny. Because I don't want to just rip it, right? Like, I would get it to reference and to sort of make my own model off of. It's very, very funny. Oh yeah, that's hysterical, man. Look, there's even has the little train station included. The Zoogarten. Okay. So I more or less have it down, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna skip the power cab and the whatever. What is it? What do they call it? The trailer cars versus the control cars. Trailer and power cars. So I'm just going to make one and put them all back to back because, like I said, they're sort of a background thing. I'm even going to go as far as to say that, like, this is already good to go. And it's really just a matter of texturing it now. I feel like potentially I could even copy this image and let's open up Photoshop. I might even, honestly, I think I'm just going to try to use this image in here as the texture. Or, let me see. Let me look up some metals. Maybe I can just grab some, because it's going to be a waste of time if I try coloring this really shitty image. But if you search like metal sheet and you find something with kind of like this with like bolts in it, right? Metal, even this, or metal plate. Let's see. All I'm really looking for is something that has like divots in it. Let's see. Yeah, just something with like little bolts. And if I can't find that, that's okay. I can also just make them by putting little dots on it. So, let's see. Could try painting that. It shouldn't be too beat up though, right? And I am curious if maybe there's any train textures in here. All these are all dilapidated as fuck, though. No, I guess you could take these ones. Because I'm also looking for windows that would help. I'll open that just in case. Damn, but all these are so dilapidated. This is good. This is good. This one's also okay. I could do some touch-ups on that. And I could change the color of it. It would be nice if I could find a more complete one. I'll also take this. I might want to yoink the yellow. Okay. And then next we can search Unsplash. And that is just search train. Could even search like train profile. No, it's giving me profile pictures of humans. Do not want humans. Or might have to go as far as let's see. Okay, open this up. Show me more, show me more. Here's a decent picture, and so is this one. This one's okay, maybe. At least I found a Wikipedia page about it, so that's a good sign. It's super cute how I am finding these kind of things too, like little books about it and stuff. Deshtadbana. Okay, and it looks like I've run out of resources. So let's just, this one's, ooh, look at way more photos now. Now I'm getting recommended shit. I'll take this one. What does this look like? Visit that. Ooh, even getting interior. Woo, baby. Is this high res? Oh, shit. That is good. That is good. Copy that shit. And just, fuck yeah. Oh, why did it not take the dimensions? There we go. Fuck yeah. No. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, these are some good ones. These are some good ones. Nice, nice. That's pretty much it though, right? I don't really... I think I can even make do with that. Let's see how far I can get with this. Okay, so we're gonna duplicate it. And I just want that. Okay. And then going to cut out from here to here, and let's see, let's just take it like this. Honestly, even all this. Okay, X, V, hide this, image, transform. Wait, no, perspective warp. Okay. And I guess I could just do this window as my perspective. So it'll be like this, here, and here. Okay. And then I could hit that and that. So now that should be straight-ish. Does this run along all the top? Okay. So I think what that means is that this is now straight. So I'll copy and paste like this. But then on this one, we'll do another perspective warp, except this time I'll do it on this face. I think I'm kind of getting a better system down for doinking stuff that are all fucked up perspectives. So like this, and then you can do that. Yeah. Cool. And now I could just take this one, like this. We'll copy, paste, and then we'll get the other side now. It's becoming terribly warped, so I'm actually going to delete that and then take off from the original one, like this. Okay, so now I can at least see perspective warp, have a cleaner start. This. Okay. And then that, and that. Nice. Dusty Wee says, so what will you do when you finish all the art stuff? Just go balls deep into programming, baby. Just non-stop. In fact, what I think would probably be a good idea is to, make, where am I? To make this thing, this little December checklist, whatever this is, my schedule thing, the way I broke it up into different cities and all that. That's like the modeling art asset version of it. What I could do is, like, when I'm done with the art assets, or at least like when I finish this month, right? When I'm done with the art assets, then what I could do is just use that same sort of mini deadline system to set up like programming deadlines. And that way, over a course of a month, I can be sure to hit certain checkpoints with like features, mechanics, stuff like that. And then after that, you know, kind of rinse and repeat until I get to a place where, you know, hopefully the last set of checklists that I'm making are bug fixes, you know, just touching things up and releasing the game. So yeah, after art stuff, I'll make another one of these little schedules, these little like checklist style schedules, and focus completely on features. Charles Butler says, I'm a robot. Welcome, robot. Oh, I was in Photoshop. Okay. So I'll take this and XV delete. Okay, so now I have 3 perfectly straight pieces for each side. And let's see, looks pretty straight. What I can do too is add in this thing. We'll make it blue and marquee, this G, oops. There we go. Change the opacity to like 20, Control D. Okay. And then I could put this. Yep, that looks pretty straight. Pretty straight. This one is almost straight, gets a little fucked up at the edge. So what I can do is take it like right here and then edit, transform, skew, and then just slightly push it up like that. And then deselect it. Okay, so now it fits a lot better. What else? Is the top's mostly straight. This part is totally not straight after I get to that bit. So what I feel like I should do here is take from one of these other ones. Like this one's really clear. So I'll take this, copy, paste it in, and I'll put it on top of this one. But not only first after yoinka doinking the sign. Yoinky doinky. Move the sign over somewhere else, and then put this like right here. Could even just like go full on, just stretch it out like that. Okay, no one's ever gonna notice. And then I can even take, this one is definitely one of the clearest ones down here. So I could take just more of this, like right here. Copy, Shift V, and then put it up here, put it on top. And let's say like put it right here and stretch it out like this, I guess. Okay. I'll take this. Let's do fill. Okay, not bad. Again, all this shit's like hardly gonna be seen. Oops. Oh, you know what I fucked up? I was like, that could have been better, and this is why, because I had the wrong layer selected. Fill. There we go. And then same thing with this one. Same layer. Put this. And what is it? Is it Control Delete? No. Before you, if you hit delete, Shift delete? Nope. Alt delete? Nope. Oh, is it backspace? Nope. Control backspace? No. Alt backspace? No. It used to be like it would pop up this menu first. It would ask you what type of delete you wanted. But Forget about it. I'm gonna do this. Fill. Okay. Bring this way down. Oh, you know what it is too? Is that like I never merged these layers. If I merge these and then I tried to get rid of this weird fuzzy edge, kind of helps a little bit. Same thing over here. Helps a little bit. I'm getting really caught in the details, so I need to slow my roll there, Jack. And let's just say I chop off the bottom of this and call it a day on that front part. Okay, so that front part is done. Oh, but you know what? I think when you look at the original photo, it has a little bit of headroom. What color is it? It has white on top. It was hard to see in the other ones because the picture was super blown out. So if it's just metal on top, that's where textures.com comes in, because you know who needs to, I don't need to like rip that. Like even this might have it. No, kind of close. No. And then I feel like what I could do is take these train ones and just match their color to my train's color. So, for example, I would take this one, or actually, would I take that one? Let me see. I need one window and one door. It's interesting that you can't get any profile pictures of this. Here's one, kind of. This one's maybe better. Visit. Nice. Maybe I can doink this. Oh, but this is from Flickr. God damn it. Yeah, can't use this one. That's okay. Would be a whole lot cooler if I could. How about this? Or now that I know what to call it, maybe Unsplash has it. 165 Berlin. Nah. Okay. Let's see this one. Is this CC0? I don't know. Now is one of those moments where I wish I had a man in Berlin, or woman, or identify as whatever they'd like, but a person in Berlin who could just hit the streets and take one picture for me. Just take a picture of the side of one of these. You know what I could do? What I feel okay about doing actually is if I used one of these ones that's copywritten only as reference. So for example, if I doink this. I know people in Berlin, hard dab, Bishka. If I can't pull this off right now, I'm going to want to hit you up on Discord. I will personally message you. And I might ask for that favor. Let's see how far I get with this. Let's see. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Okay. So here's the plan. The plan is edit perspective warp. And then this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner. This, and then boom. Ooh, that worked out nice. I'm excited to see. Ooh, so am I. This is working out okay. And the thing is, I'm not gonna yoink-a-doink this. I've only yoink-a-doinked it for reference, which is okay, because I'm not using any of the actual assets. But now what I could do is bring some of these boys in, which is free to yoink-a-doink from. I could even put like, I mean, shit, man. Were there any metal panels that I could have? Did I go through these already? If I could find one metal panel with like bolts in it that has that sort of like single, like this, if I could find, if that one works, and maybe if I could find more like it that maybe are a little bit larger, I could probably just make that work. I'm gonna try making that work right now. So like this one, right? I'll grab this one. Okay, we'll save it in universal textures like this, and then I'll open it up, bring it into Photoshop right here. Okay, and then I can make it bigger. So you see these little bolts and everything? I'm just gonna use that on my own thing, and then I could turn these red. So if I just match the bolt size a little bit, I mean, I could even overshoot it. Like that looks good to me, like that. And then now I could, let's see, duplicate this, turn that off, rasterize this, duplicate that, turn that off. And I could take like, let's see, like this. Let's see, or actually from like right here down, X, V, turn that off, take this. See, and now I could start putting up my own paneling. So this one will be right here. And what I could do is even turn down the opacity, right? So I can cut this off right here, or even duplicate it. Both of these should be 100% opacity, but now I know that this top one get rotated, scooch to the side, put like this, and then do a little light erase. Now it's one single panel. Okay, and then merge, and honestly, duplicate that one, put it over here now. I could just, let's see, squeeze it in a little bit, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Duplicate it, scooch it down, erase across. It's a little too, something like that, that's okay. Merge layers, and and then this one, duplicate it, bring it over here, rotate it like this, and put it right there, and just delete this bottom part, but maybe just X, V, and throw it over here like this, right? Yeah, that looks okay. And then duplicate that, put it right here, cut it off like right here, and oh no. Actually, that works okay. You can't really see the seam there. It's not super apparent. I dig that. I dig that. I could do this now. And anywhere this can fit in. Like right here. This could be just one piece. Like the show. Okay. Could put that like right here. Let me see. Don't know how I'm going to handle these doors, actually. How do you handle a door? The door even kind of has those little divots. Broken Bones, what's up? I'm over here trying to tear up some of these doors. You know what I will do is I'll put this original one back on, bring it all the way to the top, and take, you know what I'm not so sure about is let's take all of these, group them, and then give them a color overlay. Where is it? Color overlay. And then color them this red. We want it to be like a dark red. It's, you know what it is? It's, that will give it that red. But mostly it needs to be, see, I'll duplicate it, turn this one off, convert this one into a smart object, and then image, adjustments, levels, and I think this is what I want to do. I'm browsing the Gmod workshop right now, just trying to find some stuff for animation. That's fun. I know, you know, it's crazy. It's like, what was the thing? Do people do all their animations in Gmod? Is that what like the TF2 community uses to do all the animations? Or wasn't there something more specific for that? Was it like the Steam director or like the, I could have swore there was something else that was sort of like built for proper doing animation and stuff like that for filmmakers, a Steam filmmaker, something like that. Do you know what I'm talking? Source Filmmaker. There you go. Yeah. Do you use that? Do you ever use that? Ooh, look how close that shit comes. This shit comes super close. Let me see. If I bring up this, is that too much? Like that? Is that too dark? If I bring it down like this and go like this, bring that down. Ooh, that's like really deathly close. I like that. That's pretty close to it. Let's go with that. Okay, so it works. You can do it. Yeah, Gmod is a secondary option. It's broke for me. It's been in beta since TF2's release. Oh, very interesting. I'm not surprised it broke. Gotcha. Oh, this lukewarm water. It's freezing because of my minty gum. I'm a fucking gum addict. Like, I'll just bust out a new piece. Actually, you know, let's chill for a sec. The devs don't update anymore? Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, so proof of concept works. I know this will look good now, so I'm gonna delete this, and I just have this group here of all the little metal pieces, and I'm going to let's see. What do I do here? You know what bruh. What if I just yoinky doinky these doors? Brosif. They're kind of dissimilar though. I need those square windows. So instead, I'll just get more metal plates. Give me more metal plates, internet. This is kind of close, a little bit. I would like a long, clean sheet of metal lined with bolts on one side only. Por favor. Pishka says, I'm gonna play the shit out of your game. Fuck yeah. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy to hear. God. It needs to be done. It needs to be made. It absolutely needs to be made. I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna finish this game in 2022. In 2022, the public will play this game. I promise. That's so commitment. I promise. Fuck. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I mean, unless I die, right? Like, I promise as long as I'm alive. Or as long as I'm alive and well. Ooh, okay. This. Here we go. Right here. This might be all me. This might be all me, baby. I want the one that is at least 1,000 pixels across. Okay. Show in folder. And Photoshop. And drop it in here. Yes. Fucking perfect. And I'm gonna do this. And I'll scale it up. Duplicate it, turn this one off, rasterize it, duplicate that, turn that off. Take this, cut it down like this. And like this. Maybe. I'm so excited, honestly. Seeing this being made and then playing it is going to be insane. I mean, you're getting me more excited than I can handle right now. Yes, nice. I'm stoked. Oh, by the way, you want to hear some of the soundtrack? If you tuned in for that one stream where we played some sneak peeks at the soundtrack, then it's nothing new to you. But where would I have put it? Did I put it? Yeah, soundtrack right here. Check this out. Let's see. How can I share this? I'm just gonna play it through the speakers because this mic should pick it up decently well. I'm gonna pause the music on here. So I'm gonna play the song as I keep modeling. It's like maybe a 2-3 minute song. So this is an original track made by me and my friends in various capacities. Cameron touched it up and did a lot of the orchestration parts. I think Sonny was was he like on a bass or something? I forgot. He played something in this. Cameron is singing. I wrote the lyrics, and I'm more or less like, I just said, like, let's make a song like this, and I showed them this one song by this German composer. Or not composer, this German musician. Composer isn't the right way to say it, but anyways, it's all very dramatic and a little funny. So yeah, here it is.
It's dark.
Can you hear it okay?
Tell it's me. I swear I'm still the man you love. I'm the same old soul, still full of light. Don't you remember? It's me, it's me. Those nights we danced. The mornings we sang. I took my chance. We kissed in the rain. Is it because it's dark? The night is black, but my heart is not. I need you back. The night, it's dark.
I think I just realized that little last little piano. Yeah, so we got some bangers, and I'm so fucking excited to record with the boys again. That was so fun. Halloween, just getting together with the boys, jamming out like that. Like, what a pleasure. Sounds good, nice, so fucking awesome. Got good vibes. Reminds me of Falco. I don't know. What is Falco? Rings a bell. Falco, musician, question mark. So dope, bravo. Seriously, the boys really, they're so talented. Fucking Cameron singing, putting the orchestration shit together. Sounds so amazing. The other stuff, I can't wait for you. Oh man, this fool better be on, because he has me at the edge of my seat. We recorded kind of like an early Beatles sounding, a little bit, they're like more poppy rock kind of sound. I cannot wait to hear the final mix of that, because that's going to be really fun. Yeah, let me put on this other music again. It's hard to come back from that, but you know, what are you going to do? Gotta have a little bit of background. So. Okay. So I got these doors looking okay. Let's see. I think what I'll do is cut them in half. And then, yeah. I'll do this. Duplicate this one. Rotate it like that. Put it at the top of both of these. And then they'll both have this little strip of bolts that kind of go down right here. So I'll delete this like that. And then I'll delete this top half as well. Something like this. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Or maybe just delete up until, let me see, change the opacity on it and cut it off right where the window starts. Okay. Falco's from the 1980s through 90s. Okay. Is it a single person? Do you have any recommendations? A song in specific that I should check out? And I'll, oops, cut this in half. Like this. XV. And then this one, I'll put the opacity back up. Cool. And I think both of these, let me see. So I'll duplicate that. And then, let me see. This door, change the opacity down. Put this. Christ. Eddie RC7. Hello, guys. How's it going, Eddie? Eddie, if you just showed up, I totally urge and recommend, I urge you to go back like a couple minutes, maybe a few minutes ago now. I was playing a little sample of the Memories of a Spy soundtrack. You should check it out. It sounds so fucking good. All good. What about you? Just showed up. Right on, right on. I'm doing okay. I got a little sneezy right now for a second. Let me just blow my nose. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm about to I'm finally on a roll with this train, this little German train, because we're on Berlin today. Finally getting around to modeling Berlin, and first thing on the list is a fucking train. Which I didn't have any image references for, so I've been kind of lost in the weeds, but I think I'm in the zone now as far as texturing it goes. Let me go back in time and listen to that soundtrack, BRB. Nice. Okay. Enjoy. Let's put this let's rotate it. Like right here. And then I'll cut some of this off. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. Cool. Now I'm listening to Falco. Right on. Yeah, what do you recommend? What's a good Falco track I should listen to? I'll put one over here as well. And then I think this will get duplicated. Oh wait, actually no. These are Okay, I have a great idea. I'll make a colored thing like this. Let me just make sure that, yep. Go like this. Duplicate it. Bring it over, put it like, actually, I only really need to do one of these. No, because I'm just gonna do both of them here. Or should I? Yeah, I'll just do both of them here. I'm gonna go like this. And this one will go in a little bit more, deselect to be something like that. Okay, and now all of these can get set to 100. 100. Okay. And let's see. This one and this one will merge. Der Kommissar or Rock Me Amadeus. Oh, Rock Me Amadeus. That sounds so familiar. I think I know that one. Genie is the song your soundtrack reminded me of for some reason. Okay, hold on, let me write that down. Genie, probably because of the talking. It's English and German though, Berlin vibes. Yeah, it's kind of funny because the song that's based off of is a Camilo Felgen song. Camilo Felgen. And I'm not sure if he's German or Austrian, but the song's in German. It's called Sag Warum, say why, or say why. What is that? Genie. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that song out. So now that that's one piece, I can also go like this and like this. There we go. Maybe delete this. Oh yeah, I do need to delete Okay. Holy shit, that's awesome. I grew up in Germany. I'm hyped. Let me play this game. Right on. Man, I really wanted to hit up Germany after I was in Paris. But I got really caught up in Paris. A lot of you never know what kind of weird things life is going to throw at you. But that being said, having to come back here, finish up my game, definitely need to do all this stuff. And now more than ever, it's like, it's clear what I need to do. But eventually, I do want to go back to Germany, because I was only there when I was a kid. That was the first time I had traveled around the country as a kid, but when I was a teenager, I went around Europe with my folks, and that's like, yeah, it was a really magical experience. And ever since then, I always was like, I had these really fond memories of Germany specifically, and being like, oh, like I really want to go back to Germany. I really, really want to go back. And I've never been back. It's been over a decade. It's been nearly 20 years. It feels so fucking crazy to say. It's been about 20 years. It's going to be basically like 20 years since I've been. So dramatic. Never been in Paris, but I felt like missing my girl from Paris. Oh my God. And you were talking about Paris. I'm talking about the song. Right. Yeah. So hopefully, I kind of want to put in some dynamic things that those songs queue up, and by chance, hopefully when you're playing the game, whatever's happening to you in the game can end up being reflected in those songs. Like maybe the likelihood of a song playing about a certain topic increases based off of whether or not that thing is happening to you. So if the song is about a love, then hopefully you're dealing with something that is related to your loved one in the game. Or if it's a song about a spooky murderer, then hopefully you're being followed by another like agent or something. I kind of want to put songs on the radio, kind of like in movies. When in movies like the right song plays and it's like the lyrics are talking about them, I want to actually program that into the game. So remember when we were talking about drawing some nights ago? We do talk about drawing pretty regularly. Why? What's up? What's on your mind, Eddie? I'm gonna be that guy that stays up release night to play this game. Oh man, when this game releases, it's gonna be hard to not. Let me just make sure I'm looking at the right layers. Where's this other one? Is it this one? I'm gonna be that guy that like on release night, it's gonna be hard for me to not do, what is it, like give me, what do you call that shit? When you get little SMS pings based off of new search results for like specific keywords. So it's like, oh, I could put in memories of a spy, give me, ping me every time memories of a spy is mentioned in a new search result on the web. I'm gonna, however toxic that might be, I will see how I can handle it, because a lot of people are gonna probably have a lot of negative things to say, but I'm also probably gonna get stoked on the positive things. So I'm gonna be staying up all night on release night. Shit, this brush is way too huge. Hold up. Oh, and then I need to get rid of this. Like that. Like, have you guys seen Indie Game the movie? It's like classic example of, it's always so exciting when it gets to the part where Edmund McMillan and I feel really bad for forgetting his name. Tommy, I forget his last name. But when Edmund and Tommy release Super Meat Boy, and it's the morning of the launch, and just like sitting by their computer and watching like reviews come in, how exciting is that? Like, that sounds so fucking cool. So thanks, you inspired me. It turns out I'm drawing stuff now all over the place with ideas and sketches for my prototype. Right fucking on, man. Very happy to hear that. That makes me very, very happy. Yes! Get it. Very, very happy to hear that. Oof, look at these edges. Ah, so desu ne. There we go. That's okay, I guess. And what else? What else? What else? So here's out. Drawing so much got me a new prototype I'm doing right now. Ooh la la. Very cool. It's a lot better than hold on, let me grab one of these pieces. This gum's getting in my way. It's a lot better than sitting there. Man, it's like one of the worst feelings when you want to do something, when you're like excited about doing something, but you know, you don't have the energy to, whatever, you know, maybe shit's going on in life. That's a terrible feeling. So I'm glad to hear you're not in that spot, and instead you're in the opposite, where which can also be kind of annoying, where one thing that you're doing gets you super excited about doing something else. Like if sketching's inspiring prototype ideas, you know, I have to admit that lately working on my game has made me think of like some movie ideas, and I'm just like, oh, okay, hang on, one thing at a time. It's kind of crazy, but hell, I'm doing this for fun, so it's an RTS in space. Ooh. But you play with just one huge ship in charge of a huge crew and managing everything tactically. Ah, I see. That's kind of like, is it that one game? I know there's a game where you manage a crew on a ship. It's like 3 letters. I haven't played it. I own it. It's installed. People tell me to play it all the time, but I haven't tried it yet. But I like that kind of idea. I'm totally into that kind of stuff, like macro picture stuff, but like micromanaging. Okay, I have to admit that I'm getting really intimidated looking at all these layers, and I need to now just merge some of them. Just fucking merge them, Steven. Merge layers. What about this one? What's this? Yeah, same thing. Merge it. Merge layers. Okay, so now it's all one piece. I could put it in here. Cool. And you know what? It just needs a window. So let's grab it from... Do any of these have it? These are all like circular windows. I don't think this one has like squared off windows. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close that. These are all squared windows? Yes, they are squared windows. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here, where I'll copy the image, and then in a new thing, paste it in like, whoa. What is going on? What? One by one. Ah, it didn't let me copy it somehow. Okay, let's just do this then. Like your decisions have great consequences, but I'm giving myself 6 months to build a prototype. That's a very good timeline. Very good timeline. 6 months for a prototype, that's solid. Because you're still like learning and stuff, you know, like that's a very responsible thing to give yourself time like that. Edit, perspective warp, and I want to grab this to here, to here, to here. I love that shit. It's so magical whenever perspective warp just like snaps. Okay. And then what I'm gonna take is just this part. And again, it's only gonna be for reference. So, actually, no. I need to take it from top to bottom, like this. Okay, X, and then in here, V, put it up on top. Let's see. When you're working on the prototype, Eddie, definitely be throwing some little video snapshots. You should, if you don't have it already, download OBS and just do a quick YouTube tutorial on how to use OBS to record decent quality videos, but at a small file size. That kind of helps. And then, you could share what you're working on in the Discord. Does it happen to you that you always want to go feature creep and everything, but you need to cut down to the bare minimum? Yes, all the time. The hack that I have for that is that, like, I get to satiate that part of me that says, like, oh, I have this idea, I like it, I want to do it, but without actually committing to doing it. And the way you do that is you just, in your Trello board or your notebook or your whiteboard or whatever the fuck it is, have a special space for all of your wish list items. So every time you get a crazy new, oh, wouldn't that be cool if my game had fucking this, and that, everything, and all that. When you get one of those, just put it in that wish list, because, like, you can, if you want to, go ahead and make it later. But you don't let it, like, live, don't let it live in a space where it's always going to be looking at you and poking you and being like, hey, remember me? Aren't I the fucking greatest idea ever? You should be working on me, because you need to focus on all the things that will make the whatever the minimum viable product, So, like, if you look at your whiteboard and be like, what do I do today? You're only going to see your core mechanics, your core game loop stuff, and you're going to have to pick from one of those, right? And it won't like exploit your emotions. It won't incept its way into your mind and nag at you all day if it just isn't there. So whatever that idea is, great, hold on to it. You can come back to it later, but don't let it live in the space where, like, the main shit needs to be taken care of, I do have an ideas list on my Trello, right? And I also got the basics divided them into time frames, and also gave myself a 6 month date. Right on. Great advice, yes, and also on the video thing. Awesome, yeah, the video thing, I would love to see that, whatever you're working on. Ooh, look how cool this is. It kind of lines up nicely when I scale this up like that. Look how nicely that lines up. That's so cool. It's like white, black, red, black, yellow bit. Oh, this black doesn't line up so well. There's something happening there. Probably because of perspective warp. Maybe. Let me see if it goes like that. Fits a little bit better. White, black, red, black, yellow, black, red, black. Cool. So let me see. And I can adjust this more. So cool. I love that shit. I love this kind of stuff. I'll put it like right here. Did I do the front already? I did. Nice. Okay. I am glad that I only gave myself the train and the sky needle today, because this train is a motherfucker already. Like, all this texture work. This is some heavy duty texture work. If I turn this off, that's what I have. Okay. It's hard to sort of clear my mind to find out what is absolutely needed. I need more of this, I think. Oh, no. More of this. Duplicate that, turn it on, put it up here. Oops, no. No, I kind of don't like that though. How about this one? This. Yeah. And I'll use this for any remaining metal, so I can scale it up. Maybe scale it up even more, like that. Yeah. And then just delete the bolts. Delete the bolts. Change the opacity. And put it like, say right at the edge of this, down here. Right here is where the window starts. Put it in here. And put it at the bottom of all these. And put the opacity back up. Okay. Another problem I have is that I tend to make everything cinematic. I don't know why I did a simple ship movement and found myself making videos about it with music and ship radio chatter. I totally feel you. I mean, like, you know, there was that night where I imported all of the DC stuff that I had done into Unity to test out my new lighting and post-processing stuff. And that night was like the first time in a long time I'd imported anything into Unity, because I had taken so much time off just to do modeling and texturing, and just I was in Blender for months, right? And I was like, don't go to Unity. You just get so distracted when you're in Unity. It's not where you need to be right now. You already know how to do the programming stuff. Just focus on the art stuff. Just fucking shut up, Steven. Keep your head down and work. And that night I put all that DC stuff into Unity, saw it in all of its beauty, how much cooler it looked. It got me all excited about everything, and I was like, I put on that Nina Simone song, and I and then I even I had to in that moment, I was like, but I want to see it in the game view and I want to full screen it, so I need to program a quick free look mode. So I whipped up an FSM that just literally, it's like you could just use WASD to move around, but then I made it so like if you click, it increases your speed, so I can like get around quickly, but also like I could go really, really slow. I could decrease the speed. So like I could do slow dolly shots through my environment, and that's what you've seen in the last devlog. And also, if you've seen, I've linked to that video where I just play that Nina Simone soundtrack. It's unlisted though because of copyright. So I totally hear you on that. I've totally been there. Let's change the opacity and say that right here I'll cut it off, and no, I'll duplicate it, turn one of them off, cut it off right here. Right, but that's just for that one color. This, I'll duplicate it again, take this one and put it right here. Okay. And then let's see. I need this one, duplicate this, turn it on, put it in here, rotate it, scale it down, like that. Yeah. And then chop it off right here, paste it in right there. Okay, erase this stuff. Cool. Merge these. Oh wait, but hold on, I totally want to see that. The thing that you made with the radio chatter and music. You should totally share that on the Discord. Maybe this edit, flip horizontal. There we go. Okay. One more time. One more time. Hit transform, flip horizontal. Right there. Yep. Okay. Then merge all three of these mamma jams. Okay. And I think that's it. I just need to put in Windows. Oh no, one more. Almost missed it. And you know what it is? It's a part of these ones. So I'm going to do this one. Like that. And chop it off right there. Okay. Nice. Oh, and then this thing, it basically starts right here. So I should be able to take this. I think that's all, and then group them into one, and we'll call this one car, and then move it all over. Oh wait, you know what? Let me put the reference image in there. Okay, nope. Like that. Now I can move it over like to here, and then I could take this and put it right like this, I guess. Maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah. Okay, so that's like one. But wait a second, what the fuck? This needs to be like this. There we go. Okay. Scooch this over more. And put this right. It's so close. Oh, give me a break. It's so close. Like that. And then this goes right here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Third booster, or not third booster. First booster, third vaccine shot, and feeling okay. Feeling okay. It's also been a good day today. Ooh. That's that. Okay. There's a little pain in my arm for sure, actually. That was funny timing. I couldn't have written that better myself. That's really funny. Oof. Yeah, my arm is a little sore. Sent it to you on Discord. Right on. I'll check it out when I hop off. I'm excited to see that. Let's see. Okay, and I'll open up this group. Cool. And this should maybe go on bottom here, like this. No, I should put it back on top up here. Maybe just lower the opacity. Turn it off. Okay. So, I actually do need to duplicate a bunch of stuff. Right here, is that it? Okay, I'll take this, duplicate it, and go like this. Nice. And I'll merge them. I'm using a free ship model, but I'm planning to smash my credit card with the upcoming sale. Oh, no. I have to admit, as much as I'd love to support independent creators of all sorts of assets, I'm one of them. As much as I want all my fellow creators to make good money, when I hear smash my credit card with the upcoming sale, it does make my heart break. And I think the reason is because of like my own spending habits for assets. I don't have very many assets I've spent money on. I actually don't. I rarely ever get assets to begin with. And I know everybody's different, but I think where I'm coming from is just like, I don't know. I'm also in a really privileged position because I know how to fucking model, and never mind. Just don't even. I hope you find a really fucking cool asset. That's, I do. I hope you find a cool asset because I'm actually speaking from a very blinded, totally biased point of view. Okay, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Like right there. I feel you. yeah. It is tempting too, though. I do look at some of those items and I go like, like that sounds like fun to just mess around with. That's probably the most tempting thing, is like wanting to just horse around with a new tool, right? Even if I could do it, whatever. Oh boy, hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic really quick because, hold on one second. Okay. Very down. What should be in the boys' new Deep Rock update is dank. Yeah, I don't model shit. The best thing I did was Blender course with a little island and a house. That is like the best. That is the best 3D modeling stuff. Like a little environment and a house. That's how I started learning 3D modeling too. If the prototype works, I could hire someone and have original work in the game, but I also think that prototyping needs to look somewhat good in that sense. I think it does too. I think, like your game loop and game mechanic of your prototype needs to be so fucking original and tight and just feel so good. Otherwise, those sort of things are inseparable, like I can't say, like I didn't play the original Braid, or not the original Braid. I didn't play Braid, period. But if you look at the original Braid, it's all of John Blow's original art assets and they suck. But his mechanic was totally revolutionary, or actually not even totally revolutionary. It was like, it kind of, like Prince of Persia, I think, did some time stuff or whatever, but he approached the time thing in a way, no more gum, Steven. He approached the time thing in a way that was like, oh shit, this is such a, it's just the mechanics themselves were stimulating. The game could have looked like fucking anything. And then so the art assets were the bonus, right? But if you're making something that is like cut and paste cookie cutter genre, right? Like if I made a horde shooter, right? Then I can't make a horde shooter with like a bunch of Cinti assets, because then who the fuck cares? Why is this any better than, say, Left 4 Dead or World War Z or fucking zombie mode on Call of Duty? Like, there's just or Gears of War or whatever, right? Nothing. If you just make a game that is copying and pasting the same mechanics and features and game loops of your favorite AAA game, but now it's just with Cinti assets, with maybe a few tweaks here and there where it's like, oh, my gun fucking has tracer bullets or I'm sorry, no, heat-seeking bullets or whatever, like, oh, can you imagine Left 4 Dead if there was a rocket launcher? Like, whoa, it's like, that's not exactly a sell, it's kind of like, it's just a weak sell. So when you're considering the importance or the degree by which your art assets affect the sort of enjoyability, the fun of your game, I think the first question you have to ask yourself is there anything unique about the gameplay loop and the mechanics, right? Is there something inherently fun about this? Is there something inherently sort of unique and fresh about the mechanics? Because if not, then what you're relying on at that point is your sort of cosmetic voice. And I think, you know, for I'm trying to think of like what are some examples, like that new game, New World. Nothing new about it. It's your standard RPG, right? Like it's just like you have all these grindy bits and you have like a shit ton of these items and your standard weapons, and it's like everything that you expect out of an RPG. It has an open world MMO-ish RPG type of thing, right? It has all those things, but what's like kind of unique about it, and it's a hard sell. I'm not crazy about the game. I'm not terribly excited about it, but I could see where one of the selling points for a lot of people is like, it's pirates though, you know, and it's like, and it's the art assets. So at that point, and I've seen some of the animations and it's like, oh, that looked like that felt good to pull off this move or whatever. That stuff, that's what is more likely the thing that's hooking people, because you've seen it all. You've done all that shit before. It's nothing new. But it kind of gives you a new flavor, right? A new flavor on an old dish. Yeah, your prototype assets, hiring somebody to do them, depends. Like maybe you got something really cool in your hands right now that like you could just have your prototype assets with. But also don't get really discouraged if what you're making is like run of the mill, but what you're excited about is the cosmetic part, because that's really important, you know? So, you know, I'm planning on creating a YouTube to track my progress in January, and I'm planning to tell people just that right on. Like everyone in all Discords are showcasing Cinti shit, right? Those guys are amazing, and the assets are really good to play with, but not original at all. They're great prototype assets. They're really great prototype assets. And in fact, like when you do make a really original game mechanic or game loop, or just a really tight sort of game feel through, you know, how responsive your controls are and stuff like that, then Cinti assets work just fine. Because there's plenty of games that ship that you could buy on the Steam store right now that use Cinti assets. That are fucking great, you know, that are tons of fun. And it's because they kind of carved out their own little, the game developer carved out their own little niche by saying like, well, where else are you going to play a game like this? We're the only ones. It would be a bonus. It would be a cherry on top if they had unique original assets, but it's not necessary. Or on the other hand, they're also great prototype assets if you know sort of like, I don't know, if you just want to get to the programming first to find a good game loop. Yeah, the uniqueness thing is what I'm aiming with some stuff I have in mind. Oh no, prototyping with prefabs, and then if the game is good, hire someone in that order. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to go about it. Let's finish this guy. What time is it? Okay, good. Gotta finish this. Let me see. Can I turn this on and off? So merge these two. Merge layers. And turn this on. Okay, good. And then that means I'll also want to take this, that, and image, flip horizontal. Oops. Right here. Does that work? Okay. And what else? Got the top part, the bottom part, and oh, the window pieces are also kind of just separated by a single thing. Okay, so that means something like this can get used, I think. Oh, nope, not that one. This one. Yep. And then turn this on, grab this. It goes like right. I think I could put like just another one right here. And I'll delete this. and grab this one and put it right here. And I think I can just like, this one's kind of hard to tell. I think what I want to do is grab these, delete that, grab this, and put it right here. Then grab this, delete that, and grab this and push it. Control D, turn this back on, and then grab this. Actually, push it like right here. Take this and move it like right there. Control D, turn this off, and then get rid of this. Okay, there we go. And I think I could do something similar for this one. Like right here. If I get rid of this, and then take this, like right here, turn this back on, bring it over. Actually, no, like that's good. And where does this fit in? Oh, it's like this. Ah, so. So I could take this and then turn this off. Control T and stretch it over like that. There we go. I think that works. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. And then like this. There we go. Okay. That fits, that fits. Oops. Shit. No. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, nice. Oops. Oof, I haven't saved it yet. This is dodgy to not be saving. Okay, so this can get duplicated like that. And we'll cut it off like right here. Cool. And then I'll duplicate it and put one right here. Take this side, put it right here, duplicate that, and put it right there. Okay, and let's see how this stuff plays. Okay, and then opacity all the way up. Image, flip horizontal. Okay, cool. And that's that metal on the bottom. So is there anything I could jack from? I'm just gonna close all this stuff out. That is so funny that somebody has that model on Steam. I guess I can close all of these and just go to textures. Do we want any of these? I guess this bottom part of the train is useful. That's kind of like universal enough, right? If I just grab this, let's do the one that's 1000 by 300, or let's do this one. Okay, universal textures. And then drop it in here. Oops. Let's make it new first. Get rid of that. And actually, let's not alter the original. Cancel. Okay. Maybe this is all I want. Like this. Oops. Cool. Oh yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. And then maybe I could take like, honestly, bro, nobody's ever gonna see it. Don't fucking trip. Don't even do it. Don't get too caught up with that. Just go back and just export this shit. Windows is the one thing I do need to take though. This one doesn't have any good windows. I'll close it. Close that. Oops. But what was this one? Not a fan of these. You know what though? I got an idea. Let's take this big boy one. Universal textures. I have plans for you. Okay, and I could come in here and just let's say this one. This is a good one because you can see like the seats in it. So if I copy this, put it in a new document, and then you take this, no, less. Copy V, and then you put it like right here. Do the same thing, and you put this down here. Actually, no. You just keep that one. Or do you just make the windows smaller? So you you grab this and you say move it down like but hold on, it's getting some of that curve still. The curve starts like right here, so you grab from here to here, and then you move it down. Nope. Wait. Yes. You move it down to where the edges of that curve also meet. You do the same thing down here. Less. Okay. You move that up until it gets past the curve. And then you take this, or perhaps all of this, and maybe just like that. You bring it in. And same thing over here. Save. Okay, I think I know where I went wrong. Gotta go back to this. You go XV, so it's on a separate layer. That's what you want to do. Same thing with these ones. I'm gonna grab it from down here to about here, XV, and then this you want to grab here and forward. Grab these curtains. Wait, before we grab the curtains, let's just move these down. Like right there and right here. Then you grab this shit. You scooch it way the fuck over. Right, move it like that. Okay, and you take this as well. In fact, you don't even have to do this straight. You could do this with a lasso and say just grab all this shit, just all that, and then scooch it over like right there. It needs to be more because that bottom one didn't touch. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. And duplicate those, put them as a backup, but hang on to them, merge them, and say chop off this part. And that one's already pretty much chopped off. This one needs to be a little bit adjusted. This one's looking okay too. You can kind of soften the edges like that. Okay. And then I think what that means is that you could then just delete this and delete this. And now you have a square window. Fucking cool. Fucking cool. Merge these. Chop off that bottom. There, square windows. Oh, fuck. So ill-advised to spend that much time changing the windows from rounded corners to edge corners. You know what the thought was? The thought honestly was like, oh, those fucking Germans, they would be so upset if they found that I was designing a replica of this famous train car with beveled edges. Like, they're probably over there going like, fuck bevel edge. It's all about straight, strong, fucking rigid. That's literally what went through my mind. Is like, oh, I don't want to displease the Germans. I got to make this window nice and squared off. And that must have took, that was at least 20 minutes, right? Something like that. They will hit uninstall right there, right? Any Germans playing my game. Fuck this. Okay, so that's all. Is this it? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. Bring it in here. Paste it right there. And let's bring it to the tip top. Okay, and it's not even really the right window type. One final adjustment. Start a new one. Paste it in. Tony Hamilton dropping by to say hi, and I tip my hat to you. Tony Hamilton, how's it going? How are you doing? You at work right now? How is life? I'm over here just spending precious time. I could just do this. I could just do this. Image. Always go to the wrong. There we go. And then I can go like this. Okay. Size. Hey, I tuned into your stream yesterday, but was playing with my son. I'm off today. Oh, right on. Yeah, get that family time in. Get that family time in. Way. What if I was like, man, fucking you spending time with your family? What the fuck is the matter with you? Why aren't you tuning into my streams? There are probably people like that. Maybe not like that, but there are probably people who get really upset that like folks have friends and family outside of tuning in. Do your kids play games? Do you play games with your kids? Did I ask you that? I forgot if I asked you that. Do you play games with your kids? I was listening to an interview with Lucas Pope, and him and his kids play like a lot of Switch games together. What did I want to do? So these... Oh, right. I want to cut that off, and then I'm going to bring this in. And that's the window. And then I can do this and bring it in like right there. And that's the window. Merge layers, copy, and paste it in. Okay, cool. Now I got this fucking window. Good for you, Steven. You got a window. How big does it need to be if... Make it a little bit bigger, like that. Maybe a little bit bigger, like this, yeah. And it'll just kind of plop on top. Plop on top. Turn this off, and maybe turn the opacity down on this one, so that way I can just scooch this to match the dimensions. There we go. There we go. That works out. That's nice. I like that. Then I can duplicate them, put them in right here. Nice. Right? That's how it goes. Same thing over here. What about the original? Let's see. Group. Turn this off. That's just glass. So maybe what I could do is... Maybe I'll put the glass in there. There's this one guy who gets mad at his streamers for donating less than 10. That's so fucking gross, man. Man, fuck those people, dude. There's some fucking toxic fools out there. You think You think it's too hard to make ships modular, like you can snap parts in and out of them? I don't think so. Without getting too into detail here, it depends on how you do it. This is actually something I think about a lot. Probably on a weekly basis, I think about how to make modular things that literally snap in. Like in a nutshell, I want to make like Legos in a VR game, and I always think about it, and I especially think about it a lot because of how easy I think it probably is. But I've also never tried it, so I could be terribly wrong. Sorry, I'm restraining myself from going like really in depth on this because this is seriously just something I think about a lot. Like when I'm driving and shit, it's like, oh yeah, like I'm thinking about like literally like colliders and sort of tagging things and like conditions of whether or not things can snap into each other and scales and all that kind of shit. So I would just try it. I would fucking go for it, man. My kid loves video games. He's the reason I got into game development. That's so funny. That's so cute. That's so cute. I love that. That's cool. Like you want a hangar bay instead of an artillery battery. Arty battery, is that what you mean? Do you think it will take me months? I don't know. Hey Tony, sup Eddie, how are you? Not so bad. Wife sleeping, me grinding the Unity, watching Steven. That's the only time we get ourselves when our spouse and kids are asleep or occupied. The only ball and chain I got is I don't got a ball and chain. I'm a lonely soul. The only ball and chain I have is a hopeless dependency on the work I do reflecting my value as a person. Okay, let's see. I think I can use these windows. Can I like just scale them down? Is this a cheap trick? Can I just do this? And just like right there. And just do that twice. There we go. Right there. Get rid of these. Boom, boom. Okay. And I know this looks terrible, but it's gonna look a whole lot better once I put this through some filters and I actually slap it on the train. Oh, I need to check what the original colors were. Oops, there we go. Yellow and red. So the red one's already good to go. Should I break this into pieces? How do I do this? You know what I do is get rid of this color overlay. Or actually, fuck. Yeah, get rid of the color overlay. If I could do it once, I could do it again. Turn it off. Okay. What is this soundtrack? Jesus Christ. It was called Got Real by Splasher. I don't know, that was very fun. That was good. Oh shit. What is this? This window, I could probably do the same thing. All of them. Just little curtained windows everywhere. Every window in the train has curtains. All of them. Curtains everywhere. It's curtains for you, bub. Alright. That looks fine. Maybe we could shrink it in a little bit more. There you go. When I was 18, I told myself that I will only have kids when I am 35 or established. Had my first kid at 25. That's a good one. So that means you got established. And by established, I assume you mean like you found like comfort in and success, right? Like an established author, an established artist. So I think the plan is I'm gonna what time is it? Yeah, I think the plan is I'm gonna wrap up this train on stream, and then the Spire, the Sky Needle thing, I'll share pics on Discord, because I'm like this close. Let's slap this texture on the train, and then I'll be happy. Okay. So I think maybe what I do have to do is take all of, well, first of all, you know what? I'm going to duplicate this and make a backup of it, right? So we'll call this backup, V backup. And then in this one, I'll take all of the green bits and merge them, and all of the gray bits and merge them. I think these are all gray bits, right? Yep. So from here to here, merge layers, right? All that is just gray. Okay, good. And then all these are green. Merge layers, and then I can merge these two. Okay, so it's merged. Oh, get the fuck out of here. It kept the opacity of one of them? Ah, get the fuck out of here. Which one was it? 65. 65. 100, 100. Okay, now I'll merge all these. Merge layers. Merge layers. Okay, and then put this on top. I think that's okay. Yeah, this is a good start. Claire Parker, what's up, you robot? You fucking Russian Chinese robot, Claire Parker. Sonny, yo, what's good? What's going on? Tony Hamilton, established as owning a house following my passion with no financial. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Because it was funny. It's like the tee up usually, like if I was telling that joke, was that I was neither established nor 35. But then it dawned on me, I was like, wait a minute, no, that means that he's established. Established as an owning a house following a passion. That's lucky son of a bitch. Lucky son of a bitch. I don't devalue your hard work, but I am jealous. Let's see. Okay, those are out of the way. Are anything else, any of these other things being obstructed? There's kind of a little hole right here. So I could just like take this and, oh wait, is it? Oh, nice. I could take even more of this. So let's say I just take this, copy, and put it like that. And merge these. And then turn this back on. Okay. We all good on that stuff. What is kind of weird is that this should probably go on a little bit further. So maybe I could take the clone stamp tool and then just paint some of this in. It's a little jank, but so be it. I'm also realizing that I did this same thing two different ways, so I should honestly just get rid of this entirely. There we go. Now that makes more sense. And this can also probably... No, that's not right. I should just delete it like this. And then the green stuff gets... Okay. I'm in debt. I don't own my house, and I work a job I hate. Oh, fuck you! Don't. God damn it! God damn it! So the joke was the same joke that I would have made. I'm glad we're on the same page. I was telling you my definitions of being established, right? Right. We're on the same page. I should be clear. As much as I want to empathize with you, I don't want anybody watching this stream to take the job I hate part and think that that's what my situation is. But I am in debt. I do have some debts to pay. But thankfully during the pandemic, man, privilege up the ass. My mom was fucking able to help me finally pay off a bunch of my debt, my student debt, which I'm like eternally grateful for. But I also finally found steady income working for Playmaker, and that's been helping me to pay off other debts as well. But I'm mostly pretty much debt free at this point. I have like a pretty standard, if not low, amount of debt, like compared to, I would say, like most other folks. But I still live paycheck to paycheck. I still the little money I tuck away, I try to invest in S&P 500 stuff. Like I invest in index funds or I should say rather, I have a Roth IRA, right? And then the Roth IRA is my means of investing in the S&P. But I don't have like a 401k, like nobody's matching me on my Roth IRA. It's just me. I can't even afford to max it out. I think every year you could put $6,000. You can put $6,000 into a Roth IRA once a year, like per individual, per account. I haven't been able to do that yet. And what else? Yeah. But I have to admit I could if I wanted to, but then there's other lifestyle things. Like I eat out a lot, and that's sort of a lifestyle choice that I've just chosen to go with. And yeah, there's plenty of other things that, if I really wanted to, I don't have, I guess what I'm trying to say is that like I'm okay with where I am at financially right now. I would definitely want to be in a better position financially. But it's not like I'm not living like super cushy. I was for a little while. I was living really cushy for a little while, but the trade-off is I didn't have time really to work like Memories of a Spy stuff. So it's either I burn myself out just working crazy hours for stuff I really don't enjoy doing, or I get like a moderate amount of time in for a job that I'm pretty okay with, which is Playmaker. I could bust ass on that stuff too, but that's also really hard because, yeah. Anyways, sorry, don't mean to treat this like you guys are my shrink or financial advisors, but my mind is very much there on a regular basis, so I can't help it. I was saying it's rough at times out there. It is, yeah, it can be. I guess I definitely don't want to seem like I'm not grateful for the extremely privileged position that I'm in, because it is that. And I have the support of family and stuff like that too, if anything goes wrong. I think this train is ready to go. So, or no, I shouldn't say ready to go, but I think what I could do, at least right now, is actually color it, which is kind of the part I was most excited for. And then after I color it, I'll export it and we'll slap it on the model. I think, right? Is that good? I think that's it. And so I could take this and blending options, convert to smart object. If I do a color overlay on the whole thing as black, it turns it black and white. That gets rid of all color information, right? And then what I could do is take this metal texture I have and adjust its levels, and now I can match it more easily to the rest of the metal. See, that kind of lines up, that it kind of becomes easier to color correct. I could bring that down. That's a little too much. And then bring it out this way. Maybe like this. It does need to have more contrast. Like that. I think that's okay. Okay, and then I can get rid of this color overlay. Okay, cool. And I'll take both of these and I will image, oh, I guess I'll just merge them. And then take their saturation all the way down so they are black and white. Eating out is our biggest enemy of not having money. I think I spent 6,000 a year on eating out. That's yeah, I think that's the number. I think that's a similar number for me. Facts. Well, I live in the tropics, so all I gotta go at times is go to the neighbor garden somewhere in the bush and find some fruit tree or vegetables. That's sick. Lifestyle in the Caribbean. That's dope. Oh my god. Ugh. You know what's kind of fun is like I have this place near me called the Arboretum, the Los Angeles Arboretum. It's this beautiful sort of preserve of nature and like managed gardens, and they have like a whole like orange orchard around there. And one of my favorite things to do is go there and just kind of climb a tree and just eat oranges. That's like so fun. I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. I don't know if you're allowed to, but I do that anyway. You're saving money and eating healthy at the same time. It's a win-win. Yeah. But I mean, bro, come on. Like, going to fucking get tacos on Taco Tuesday? I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let's put on some finale music. Let's do flamenco at the highest tempo. Next song. Yeah, here we go. All right, so we're gonna top this off. Okay, got this color overlay, and I think disable layer effects. In fact, I'm gonna take this and turn it off completely. There we go. Can I delete layer? Clear layer style. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate this just in case I fuck it up, and I'm going to put this on, and now I'm going to select the train in its pieces that are colored differently. So for this, I'll get all this, and I'll say that is like that. That's its own piece. So we'll say that this gets colored black, and then let's put this up here as well. That's yellow, and then black goes across the whole thing. So it doesn't even matter. So actually shouldn't have even cut that part out. And put this back up here. Okay, so it's just black across the whole way. Oops. Okay, like that. Okay. So I'll say cut that out, paste that, and that is gonna be black. Or, oh shit, you know what I could do? Hang on. There's so many ways to do this. What if I did this, and then changed it to overlay, opacity. True that. Unity low-key needs to redo their entire engine because low-key individual downloading of package can be a nightmare and a turn-off point. because one update for a package can break another part of the system. I mean, that's an inherent thing of like having third-party components, isn't it? That's like to have all these different developers trying. There's no universal thing that they can agree on. You know, if you're using all these assets from different things, that you're using different assets from different developers and stuff, hoping that the few things that are universal that they're programming for will work, but they're not all in a room together. You know, the people who made one asset for you are never going to be talking to, or probably never going to be talking to, the team of people who made that other asset that you use. And so you kind of just have to cross your fingers for that harmony. Unless they're really big fans of each other's work, and then they kind of make something symbiotic, that would be cool. But it's also, it's kind of a big reason why, I guess, you know, now that I think about it, like probably why I don't really use so many separate packages. I don't have all these problems that people talk about, like with that stuff of like packages breaking my project and all that stuff. I don't update Unity all the time. Like it's bad practice. Most professionals will tell you like that updating your software is sort of a death sentence on massive AAA studio projects. They're not in there like making massive fundamental overhauls to their systems like that, you know. That is like, yeah, you just don't want to do that. You know, a lot of people come in the Discords and they say like, oh, hey, I just updated to Unity, this or whatever, and now my game doesn't work. And it's just like, well, why did you update? Why did you upgrade to the new Unity? I think a lot of people get sort of excited about like updates thinking that it just fixes everything, but it's like, unless you had a problem, unless it was a bug that you were encountering, there really is never that good of a reason. There's actually no other reason to upgrade, you know, because don't fix something if it's not broken, I guess, is the best piece of advice I can give. Because yeah, that whole thing that's going to be around forever, you know. Get an LTS and marry it. Exactly. Put a fucking ring on whatever version of Unity. Like, even for me, like, being away from Memories of a Spy for so long, the Unity project, and just being so balls deep into art assets, that's when I was finally like, you know what? They've made an LTS of 2020. There's a lot of good things about it. Like, I'm going to start a new project from scratch because there's already all these things that were programming fundamentals, things that I wanted to redesign. And that's when I was like, I'm going to redo enough stuff to justify me using a different version. But if I was like, you know, halfway through my game and ready to ship it sometime soon, it's like, you gotta stick with the same version, man. It's seriously such a definite. It's like, yeah, you can't treat your game engine the same way you treat your you know, like your phone updates. It's not, you can't treat it the same way. Unity 2019.4 is basically a save point for me. Yep 2019.4 is solid. You need to fix their standard assets package. I actually don't know too much about that. I don't really use their standard assets package. I'm just such a Playmaker boy. Everything I do is Playmaker. I could turn these on. So this is yellow on top until the strip of black on. Okay, so I could duplicate that right here. Like this. What else? Okay. And then that looks good. Yellow above that. Yellow. Might just change the opacity. Pin light looks okay. Even normal looks okay. Preserve some of the detail. Oh, yeah, pin light looks the best. People can't wait to see a beta for Playmaker 2. Yeah. I mean, somebody was asking about Playmaker 2 in the Discord today. I wish I could share so much. I asked Alex too, when I did his episode of The Beating Heart Behind, I asked him if he was down to show some stuff, but he was like, you know what, it's because the things that are there, they're cool, man. They're really cool. Totally nerd out on that kind of shit. Same great systems are there, but there's some funky, fresh new shit in there that is really dope. But he was just like, yeah, gotta save it. He did tell me though, like, when there is something, we could put out a little video, a little tease when it's closer to release, he said. Yeah, it's just him. It's just one man. One man is patching and updating Playmaker 1 while making the next one, and there's no rush, because the Playmaker 1 right now is still, it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece of tools. Every time I install, I have to edit a script to use any engine. GUI text no longer supported. Oh yeah, man. Yes, I don't run into those problems, so I don't even know what you guys are talking about with that kind of stuff. I like Unity, but sometimes it feels like they are lazy to do stuff for their engine. Unity is very scatterbrained, from what I understand. Unity starts on these projects for all these like systems and parts of their engine that they want to promote and everything, and then they abandon it. There's like very few things that they kind of seem to stick with. That's the impression I get. Whereas Epic basically doing justice to the Unreal Engine to make everyone's experience better. Most likely next Playmaker 2 will release next year. Maybe. I would love if it came out next year, but there's really no way to say. That would be crazy if it came out next year. 2022 would be a crazy ass year. There's just really I have no fucking idea how far off it is, I've never made a tool. I haven't even asked him. I haven't even asked Alex, how far off is this thing? But yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna come out next year. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna come out next year. If I would have known that Unreal Engine used visual scripting, I would have started with that one, but I eventually would have moved to Unity when I saw that there were way more tutorials. Yeah, I mean, what's really funny for me is that now that I think about this, is that I basically only use Unity because of Playmaker. That is the only reason. I wouldn't necessarily switch to Unreal if Alex decided to make a Playmaker, or somebody else made something extremely similar to Playmaker for Unreal. But I learned a thing, right? I opened the software, and on the first day of using it, I installed this magical tool, and they both just worked. Out of the box, it just made sense for me, and I automatically started programming all these features. The things that I saw in my head, I was like, I think I just learned a few things in within the first 10 minutes of using it. I have an idea of how this can work. And I made it work like 10 minutes later. And then throughout the rest of that day, for the next, like, whatever, 10 hours that I was awake, everything that I wanted to do, I figured out how to do like 20 minutes later or an hour later, if I was really banging my head against the wall for something, having never touched it. And then, yeah, ever since that first like week of using it, and I made this whole kind of like hotel simulator game, I've had no reason to go back. Like, I've never had some game breaking, super like fucked up problems with Unity that like I couldn't solve within like a day. And the times that those things did happen where I was like, oh, I couldn't solve it within the first like hour or whatever, like I solved within days. And seriously, that's only happened to me, like I can count on one hand how many times that's happened to me. Everything else, I've found all my answers immediately. All the tools that I've wanted to use worked exactly how they were described to work, exactly how I thought they would. In fact, the only things I've ever had problems with, honestly, were sort of third-party assets. I downloaded this like decal asset that didn't work, and that was kind of like fucked up. I paid money for it, and it didn't work exactly. But it's only because I think a lot of it was like it worked with C# shit, maybe. I don't know. There were a couple of free assets that I tried downloading, like procedural generation stuff, that didn't quite work or were kind of confusing to me. But again, they were like free assets that with either low to no ratings, and I only tried to make them work for all of like 10 minutes before I was like, I'm just not interested enough. But everything else, literally like everything I've tried doing with Playmaker, all the features that I've tried programming from scratch, the few assets that covered major parts of development, like audio and the sensor toolkit stuff, those, because I use Master Audio, AAA Sound, it's a really good tool for audio stuff. And then I use Sensor Toolkit for all of my sort of AI stuff that uses vision cones and other sensor related things. Those two assets are fucking amazing. They're so solid. They have great Playmaker integration as well. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I use Simple or Easy Collider. It creates custom collider boxes for your geometry. That also works really, really well. It fucking works right out of the box. I was able to get it and understand it and use it within right when I got it. I didn't have to go through some huge learning curve or anything. And I think a lot of it too is because I use Playmaker. I'm not writing all these C# scripts. I'm not kind of like fussing with like, the structural integrity of Unity. So I don't get error. I don't get those error codes, or I don't get those log errors. I don't even know what the fuck they're called, like it's so foreign to me. Like my errors are in Playmaker, and they give me a little red button that clicks me and takes me right to it, and then when it takes me to it, it tells me what's wrong with it. And the other times where things don't work are just because my logic doesn't check out, and those are all the times where I'm like, oh, it's because I forgot to do this, or oh, it's because I forgot to do that. And it's never like, it's always like silly shit that I forget. It's never been like it shouldn't have worked like that. It would have been better, or somebody should have designed this better so it would have worked even when I didn't do it. It's never been like that. It's always been like, of course he didn't follow him because I didn't tell him to follow him. Or like, of course it didn't spawn because I didn't put in a thing that told it to spawn. Or of course it put it over there because that's the default place to put it, as opposed to like it didn't, or like I've had such a lucky experience with Playmaker stuff. It's been insane. Like, and Unity. So I've had zero, people say, are you going to try Godot? Are you going to try Unreal? Are you going to try, whatever million other, are you going to try making games in Blender? Because Blender even has, an engine stuff. And it's like, maybe if Unity stops being totally perfect for me, if I find myself going like, oh, I hate this thing about Unity or I hate this thing about Playmaker, I wish somebody else can solve that problem for me, yeah, I would totally be open to it. But the thing is, I've literally never had any problems like that. It's always, feels crazy to say this, but like as a game developer, man, it's been smooth motherfucking sailing. From the first week I ever used Playmaker, I knew it. I knew I could do anything that I thought of doing, I could do it. And I've continuously proved myself right ever since then. Like, in a lot of ways, game development is actually pretty easy. It's tedious, it's hard work, it's a real brain teaser at times, but there's nothing that's so confusing or out of my reach that, like, I don't know. It just, yeah, anyways. I think Alex basically rewriting Playmaker from core, so it most likely take a longer time since Playmaker 1 still uses legacy code. Yeah, for sure. Like, he's making a whole new thing, right? Like, that's, like, of course. I have Easy Collider in my cart. Oh yeah, Easy Collider is the bomb. Easy Collider is so fucking good. Saves you a ton of time. There's a really, really good video from today about Unity Code Monkey talking about that. I saw it. I saw Code Monkey's video. Like, I'm right there with him. People get so emotional and so frustrated where it's like, this thing is breaking on me. And like, my heart goes out to them, man. It's like, I should have switched to this engine, or I should have. And you hear it both ways. They're like, here's the number one reason why I went from Unreal to Unity. Here's the number one reason I went from Unity to Godot. Here's top 50 reasons. Here's 155 reasons. Here's 420 reasons. Here's one perfect reason why you should go from this to that, like I did. And it's just like damn, you just got unlucky, man. Because there's so many people, like, think about how many people got really lucky with Unreal, got unlucky with Godot, the same way I got lucky with Unity, you know? I don't know what it is. It really does just feel like luck. Seen it all. C++ memory management, no thanks. Right, is that Unreal? I mean, yeah, there's I'm sure there's plenty of things that are. Anyways, I gotta finish this fucking train. It's gonna be 9. Sorry, the homies want to play some games. Okay, I gotta have dinner. Oh my god, I'm so glad I took today off from the gym. I wouldn't have enough time to do all these things. Turn this on. So I got the yellow, right? Oh, that's gonna be yellow too. Oops. It's this whole middle part between those two black lines. So this goes here, and this goes here. I do feel like maybe with this one I could use a different transfer mode. Come on, give me something good. This, opacity maxed out. Is that too much? Color is a good start. Oh, you know what it is? It's soft light, vivid light. It's color, but I take this middle, oh shit. What the fuck? There you go. I take this middle bit. Why isn't Marquee selecting? Shit. It's gonna be 11 here. You're only a few hours ahead, right? A couple hours ahead. It's 12:44 a.m. here. At 11:44 here. Wow, we're all just in fucking different parts of the world, huh? We got no neighbors. This sort of stuff will always baffle me. I grew up meeting all my friends on the internet and shit. And it still is very, like, I'll never get used to that. Like, oh, you guys are like thousands of miles away, or some of you just hundreds. But actually, yeah, probably like more like thousands, right? Yeah, thousands at the very least. Yeah. Because from here to Texas, I mean, it's even from here to, yeah, so one time zone. I'm trying to think of what the closest. That makes sense. Yeah, at least thousands. So I want to take this and paste it in like this, and then image adjustments, levels, and do like, yeah, there we go. Now we have like a bright yellow, like this. Oh, those spots aren't so cool. Okay. So there's that. And then red on the bottom. Okay. XV. Duplicate that. Bring it down here. Squish it back up to there. Change it to red. Oof. And then I definitely gotta take this. Image adjustments, levels. There we go. Oh man, this one's kind of hard to work with. I mean, that's okay. It's a little, maybe that's mostly what was bothering me. Yeah, that's okay. And I think I could even, that's good. Something like that. This one is a hard one because there's a lot of contrast on some of those panels, but not on the others. Pennsylvania, there's 1,500 miles to Texas from here. I think I'm about the same. I think I'm something similar. I'm a 24-hour drive, or I'm a 23-hour drive from Texas. Okay, this looks pretty good. I think these windows can get adjusted. Let's say like this. Okay, and then this one as well, like that. I think this is looking good. So I will save this now. Spy game, textures, Berlin, and we'll save this as a PSD. Berlin train. And I'm just going to crippy crop tip top. Just like that. A whole, let me just cut this off. Maybe a little bit more. Fuck, come on. Okay, wow. Whew, that looks pretty good. All right. Let's put it on the train. Oh, this part needs, I need to do this part first too. Wait, shit. God damn it. Let me just throw this on because I'm too excited. Let me just put this fucking thing on. Jesus. Spy game, textures, Berlin, JPEG, Berlin train, 12. Boom. Okay, let's go. Shit. Let's see. Materials, new. Berlin train side. And image texture, open. What? Here we go. Ooh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alt H. I guess I could just go cube project and then just grab that, sync it. Oh wait. Maybe I'll go here and then grab all this. There we go. And then cube project. Ah, it's not projecting the way I want it to. Fuck, that's annoying. Okay, well at the very least, I can grab this, cube project, and then scale it up like this. Yeah. And then take this one, also scale it up, but just put it right here. And then take these. Yeah, I guess it's like, it's kind of like if you get all of these, cube project. Nice. I think all of them could get put like right here. Nice. So it has that whole edge. Same thing with this, and this. Cube project. If I rotate it and then scale it down in here. Let's turn off wireframe. Oh, I should adjust this. Alt. Where do I grab this? Where do I grab it? Like this. Cube project. Rotate. And it'll all just be this black color. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me change my view. It's gonna drive me insane. 24. Cool. How I imagine Playmaker 2 trailer would be: dramatic UI changes, create custom FSM codes without C#, faster, smoother performance using C# 8. Is that a thing? C# 8? And many, many more with cool explosions everywhere. Oh yeah. I mean, when Alex finishes it, whenever that is, I am first in line to be like, let me make you the sickest fucking trailer for this shit ever, bro. You know? All right, guys, I'm about to start on my course to finish my game. Right on. Sick. Tony, get it. Shadow's Light says, good luck, Tony. Eddie's got to go. Take care, guys. Deuces. Oh, yeah. Steven finishes the train, and then everybody's out of here. All right. I think that is kind of where I'm gonna call it for this right now. I may even, just because I'm kind of thinking about playing some games with my friends, I may even put the Sky Needle on hold. But there's the train. That's so funny. Can I just do something really quick? Let me see. Object. Alt D. Yeah. Yeah, now that's a train. Alt D. Like this. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. You're down here and a train's going by. Sick. Nice train, by the way. I like the final side. Yeah, thanks. So do I. I will put the face on at another time, and I will make that sky needle today. Yeah. So let me see. I think I was German in another life. Oh my god, I love trains. Are you not German in this life? Let's see. I can't check anything off, really. Train. You know what, though? I'm going to check the train off. Let's check the train off. And then in my remainders, I'm going to add an item. And I'm going to say, like, finish Berlin train texture. Because really, it's basically done. I mean, look at that. It served its purpose. The way you see it right now, that's, like, if I absolutely had to ship the game on a certain deadline, I would definitely call that train finished right now. If I had to make some compromises, polishing up that train is so at the fucking bottom of the list of things that I give a shit about right now. I think it looks cool enough right now. It totally serves its purpose. It's mostly just a vibe thing. So I'll call that, yeah, the train is done. Putting us at, and so I'm gonna actually change the sky needle to December 9th. Let's do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. So tomorrow is city layout, ground, and stuff. That's already cool, because city layout and ground stuff, that isn't too much time, I don't think. Yeah, I could have done the sky needle tonight, but I want to have dinner and I want to play video games with my friends. So train got finished, putting us at 17% for Berlin. I'm gonna probably add things to this, so that number might shrink. But right now, this is looking good. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't checked off this. So we are 25% through of December now. We're a quarter of the way through of December. Because Paris is done, out of Berlin, Morocco, and Moscow. All right, so thanks to everybody who swung by today. Eddie RC, Tony Hamilton, and Shadows Light were the last folks in chat, kind of hanging out. Really dug hanging out with you guys tonight. Oh, Sunny was there. Sunny was only here for like a sec, huh? Where was that comment? I saw that. Yo, was good, what you doing? And then some robots also swung by. Bishka also here, cheering me on. Appreciated that. Got me super hyped. Getting me hyped about my own game. Thanks, Bishka. Dusty Wee. Broken Bones, Rusty Chicken, Frank Reynolds, AZ1 is a new addition to the fam. Really wish I could have provided some more help to AZ1 because I don't really know how to do all the touch stuff just yet. But hopefully I learned that stuff soon enough. And Mingri Sun kicking it off. So thanks everybody who swung by. I'll catch y'all on the Discord later if you want to stop by, show what you're working on and stuff like that. If you haven't joined the Discord, join it. There's a link in the description. Yeah, I guess take care of yourselves, treat your body right, drink lots of water. Tony Hamilton says yee, gives me some of this, give me some of that. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated. Don't eat too much. Don't overeat. Don't put yourself in that weird lethargic headspace. Don't eat too little. Don't be all starving and wondering why you're tired. Chill on the sugar. Chill on the booze. Chill on the dope. Don't go too crazy with those things. Everything in moderation, especially before bed. This kind of things could fuck up your sleep cycles. And spend time with the people that you love, your friends and family. Get in a FaceTime call. Hang out with them, be in the same room if you can, give somebody a big hug, and yeah, get lots of sleep. Get 8 hours of sleep at least, you dummy. Or 6 is fine. 6 is okay. exercise is nice too. All right, everybody. Thanks for swinging by. Tony Hamilton, I'll see you later. Eddie RC7, Shadows Light, if you're still in the chat. Catch you all later. Catch you in the Discord. I'll pop on tomorrow. I'm on it. Memories of a Spy, world building. That shit's going to be 80 to 90% done by the end of this fucking month. By the end of this year, technically. So I'll see you guys very soon. All right. Peace, 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 peace.